Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Behind the Plays. I am your amazing host, Davion. I know I'm not so amazing. It's been so long. I'm so sorry.
I know. I forgot how to do this.
It's some crap, I know, and you guys are all disappointed in me, all three of you. I'm so sorry, bro. I just can't. Anyway, Eric's here with me this time.
Here's the good news. It's all two of them because one of them is me, and I'm not disappointed in you, Davion.
That's what I like to hear.
Because it's mostly my fault, let's be honest.
I mean, to be fair, I also got COVID.
Yeah.
So what happened was, and I feel like you guys obviously deserve an explanation, and I'm going to give one anyway, so it doesn't matter. Eric went home,
to
visit family.
Origin.
Yeah, to visit his family for the holidays, as Eric should. I had friends in town for New Year's. After New Year's, we were going to record a podcast episode. I got COVID. Not only did I get COVID, I got really bad COVID. It was bad. I was bedridden. I could not leave my bed. Could I have recorded from my bed? Probably. Would I have wanted to?
Would that
No.
be the optimal situation? No.
I don't know. I have a pretty cool background in my bed. Wouldn't have worked out. It would have worked out beautifully. Just saying. But it would have been a laptop camera, and I don't know about all that editing crap, so that would not have been fun. So, we're here. We missed weeks 16, 17, and 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm wearing green. Not an Eagles jersey, but I'm wearing green because there's a very special occasion. There's a 7th seed in the NFC this season, and it's the Philadelphia fucking Eagles, baby. Let's go!
The Eagles really earned a playoff spot. They did well, towards the back half of the season.
Rebuild season? Who led the league in rushing this year, Eric? What team did it?
Is it the Philadelphia Eagles?
It is the Philadelphia fucking Eagles, man. I am
the league in rushing, and Miles Sanders didn't score a touchdown.
I know! Dude, Kenneth Gainwell, Jordan Howard, Boston Scott, and freaking Jalen Hurts are nuts. Not on top of that, Jalen Reagor actually ran the ball decently well. He can't catch to save his goddamn life. We should have 12 wins because if Jalen Reagor knew how to catch a ball, we would have beat the Giants the first time, and I think we would have beat the Niners. But that's besides the point.
Jalen Reagor couldn't catch a cold.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't catch a cold in the freaking flu season and freaking COVID season in the middle of Philadelphia. Yeah, exactly. Crazy, dude. But playoffs are here. And I want to give you the craziest thing is, Eric, we're going to have a difference of opinions this week. I know we're going to have at least 3 to 4 different ones. You're only 3 games behind in the overall standings.
I know. My comeback starts right now.
Your week 18 beat me by 4 games. Because
I saw your week 18 went
was pretty dog
bad.
Shit. It was pretty dog shit. I did pick, you got to understand, right? I picked the Eagles to win and the Packers to win. You would think, obviously the Eagles I know was a long shot. Packers, you expect them to beat the Lions, but then it's they're resting people. They're the 1 seed. They lost. Jags beat the Colts. Who would have thought that?
Right.
Freaking Colts choked. Shout out to the Eagles once again for all the draft picks. Dolphins beat the Patriots.
I probably should have picked the Dolphins in hindsight.
I picked the Bears in hindsight. I should have picked the Vikings, but neither of those teams had anything to play for. And I was like, the Bears seem like they want to win games at the end of the season for some reason. They don't have a draft pick. The Vikings do, so why would the Vikings want to win? Anyway.
And the Chargers choked.
I did pick them as well. Rams choked. I picked them as well. I picked the Broncos to beat the Chiefs because I thought the Chiefs would be resting people. And then I remembered that they actually are fighting for a 1 seed, and I was too little too late, vid brain. Then Seahawks beat the Cardinals. So it was a crazy week for me.
Yep.
Yeah, nuts. It was pretty bad. But, man, you know what? At the beginning of the year, remember when I felt like we thought I was insane for thinking the Titans were going to go I thought the Titans were going to go 16-1.
I thought you were
If Derrick Henry stayed healthy, that is realistic right now.
That's not a terrible prediction, honestly. What, they're 12-5, I think?
Yeah, they went 12-5 and got the 1 seed.
I mean, Derrick Henry probably gets into at least 14-3.
Yeah, and not even to mention they played games without Julio Jones and AJ Brown. They have such a good roster, and Derrick Henry's back, and they get the week bye for rest.
Yeah.
That team's going to be that team's deadly in the playoffs. But we're here, playoffs. I mean, I'm excited.
I'm excited as well.
We get to go play Tampa Bay. That was our reward for making the playoffs.
We get to go home and find a new coach.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, you're happy about that, though, correct? You're happy that they
like
fired,
Vic Fangio.
Right?
I'm happy they got rid of Pat Shurmur. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I'm glad he's gone. That man does not deserve to be employed in the NFL. But I did like Vic Fangio. I will admit, I liked Vic Fangio.
Tough. Speaking of all the coaches that got fired, I mean, Joe Judge, we thought he might have stayed. He ended up getting fired.
I thought he was going to get fired, and then the Giants said he was going to stay, and I'm like, what? And then he got fired, and I'm like, gotcha. It was just
Texans coach got fired after, I think this was his only season.
Yeah, this is his first year, and I mean,
he was put in a very bad situation.
He inherited a bad situation. Like
he thought he was going to get a great situation because of Deshaun Watson, but that's tough. Bears fired Matt Nagy finally.
It's about time.
Right. Who else? Technically the Raiders don't have a head coach.
Yeah. Vikings fired Mike Zimmer.
Yes.
Which I mean, he's I believe the third. He was at the time, I believe, or the fourth longest tenured coach.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
Behind Belichick, Tomlin, and Sean Payton.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Tomlin, dude, I don't know how, but like I knew the Steelers were gonna have a winning record because it's Tomlin.
Right.
But I just didn't expect them to squeak into the playoffs.
I didn't.
What a guy. What a guy.
Did you know
honestly.
also, since David Culley got fired earlier today, we're recording this on Thursday.
Yes.
Since David Culley got fired earlier today, that Mike Tomlin is the only black head coach in the NFL.
I did see that.
I thought that was
And there's like 3 coaches of like not white.
Right. I mean, like
white.
I can think of like Robert Saleh off the top of my head.
No, it's literally Robert Saleh, him, Tomlin, and then
who's him? Tomlin. Him is Tomlin. Okay.
Yeah, Tomlin. It was Tomlin, Saleh. There's one other person that was in because Saleh's Lebanese, I think.
Yeah, I think I knew he's like Middle Eastern of some kind.
NFL head coaches that aren't white. I don't know how to Google that.
Yeah, that's just a weird way to Google anything.
I don't want to say black because it wasn't a black guy. I can't remember. Shoot, I saw a tweet earlier, and that's what it was. It was because what's his face? Adam Schefter tweeted out that he was only black head coach, and then in the comments there was someone that said, yeah, there were 2 other guys that were like of color in the NFL, which is cool and all, but like I also did hate the comment section for this. Where is it?
Because it was David Culley. It was Brian Flores.
Yeah. Shoot. Let me see. I'm not gonna find it, and it's gonna hurt me. Oh, Rivera is Latino. There it is.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
I was like, there's another guy. I cannot remember who it is right now to save my life. Well, I forget Rivera because he's in our division. So, I tend to not like him. Not because of him, but because of who he coaches for.
The Washington Redacted.
Yeah, they're going to have a team name next month. We're going to have a team name finally for them.
I kind of miss football team already, honestly.
I know, right? It grew on me these last couple seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. I wouldn't want to be called a football team for the rest of my life either. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if Cleveland can switch their name on a dime, why can't you guys do it?
Right. Yeah. The
Guardians.
The Guardians. Yeah.
Which is also a dope name. I mean, yeah, they have cool. That's pretty creative. But yeah, I would also like to point out. I looked at your standings. You got the Colts record exactly correct at 9-8. I don't know if you got the games correct, but you got their record correct. Also, you got the Broncos 7-10 to a T.
Do I know my team or do I know my team?
The Jets also went. Did they go 3-14 or 4-13?
I believe they won 4 games.
I got them correct. You said 3-14. I got 4.
Yeah, they won 4 games.
One freaking game from getting the Eagles right though. I said 10-7. God damn it, Jalen Rager.
Yeah, this is Jalen
Packers went 13-4, yeah? Or did they win 14 games? They won 13. They tied. Yeah? Yeah, because they lost.
Packers went 13-4.
Yeah, I got that one on point.
Bucks also went 13-4. I think.
I got 14-3 for them, unfortunately. Yeah, that's like all I got right. 8-9 I got for the Broncos. That was really close. 7-10 for the Dolphins. They went 7-10, yeah.
They went 9-8.
Oh, they were better than that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dang it! Draft picks. Anyway, but yeah, that's all I got. I didn't get much. Oh, I got the Falcons right. 7-10. Go me!
Shout out to the Falcons.
Wait, didn't the Panthers also win 5 games?
I'm 1 off. Panthers are 4-13.
Damn it!
They won 5 games. I'm sorry. I predicted them to go 4-13.
I got 5-12.
I'm one game off in like a million places.
I know. Saints. I got 8-9. Bucks 14-3. Bears definitely. I went 10-7. They are 10-7. Vikings 2-15.
I got the Niners. I said they'd go 10-7.
I said 9-8. Freaking Rams. I only had the Rams going 11-6. Side note, I had the Seahawks going 12-5. So, anyway, pretty good though. That was fun. Good. Honestly, not bad predictions for all things considered.
Yeah, honestly, it's really the AFC North that threw everything off.
Honestly, the Bengals, I had them last.
I had 6-11.
I had 2-15.
Yeah.
Not only did they not do that, they won the freaking division, dude. Shout out to them. But yeah, we're here in playoffs. The Eagles got we're gonna get blown out time slot at the 1 p.m. time slot on Sunday. That's the designated. Your team's about to get smacked in the playoff spot.
Yep.
But it's okay because honestly, the Eagles are a team that are built to potentially win a playoff game because they lead the league in rushing, and that's recipe for wins. And their defense is gotten really good.
Their defense is stout. Their running game is awesome. Their passing game just sucks.
And it's I want to blame Jalen Hurts, and it's not all Jalen Hurts' fault, but he has some blame too.
I mean, yeah, I think this will I think they keep Jalen Hurts around this year. I think next year is a big year for Jalen Hurts. I could see
I like him in the offense. He needs a deep threat. Devontae is really good, but they need a Justin Jefferson type of person.
I'm gonna make
Devontae Smith is solid, but
I'm gonna make a comparison here. It's a bit of a stretch. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
I see a little bit of Baker in Jalen Hurts, and it's he's a good enough quarterback, but feels like there should be better options. But he hasn't exactly proven that he's lost the job.
Yeah, I get you. My thing is that Baker Mayfield had OBJ and Jarvis Landry, and it's
it feels like Baker Mayfield didn't really have OBJ though, because when OBJ was healthy, he didn't want to play in Cleveland, and
true.
OBJ played maybe 40% of his games when he was in Cleveland.
True. Still though, it's he doesn't. Devontae Smith is coming into his own. Devontae Smith's a baller.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor, this was kind of a prove it year for him, and I'm a little sad because I wanted to like him. But I've seen what happens when we trust Jalen Reagor with the football.
Right.
He can run the ball.
That's the thing is once he gets in space, he's solid.
He's solid.
He needs the ball, and he can't get the ball because he can't
drop
the ball.
Yeah, he's like a how do I want to put this? He's like a wide receiver version of Darren Sproles.
He's just squirrely.
If you throw it to him in the flats, my man's gonna find a way. But if you start to shoot anything past 5 to 10 yards, it's I don't have hands. My hands are made of bricks. So it's just rough out here, dude. But it's go time.
It is go time.
We have playoffs start Saturday. You guys are going to see this on Saturday, so that's exciting. This is probably going to be a quicker episode because we don't have much to talk about, honestly. I don't want to go over every game that we missed because that'll take forever.
We could talk about maybe some of the interesting games from last week.
Last week had week 18 was one of the best finale weeks ever.
I've seen from as far back as I can remember, this is one of the better weeks I've seen.
Pittsburgh shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Pittsburgh does not need to be in playoffs. We almost had Tiegate.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Freaking Raiders suck.
The Jags beat the Colts.
That's what set everything on fire. The Jags beating the Colts is what set everything ablaze.
It's true. And then the Steelers and Ravens went to overtime where winner basically got into the playoffs. Yeah.
And then Huntley was the starter for the Ravens.
Yeah, because Lamar was hurt. Lamar's been hurt the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, he played really well. He played good enough to win that football game. Overtime sucks.
Yep, and then
the Chargers game was nuts in itself.
I know you and
I
were
Rams Niners game was nuts.
That was a good game.
Seahawks Cardinals low key was nuts.
Patriots Dolphins was honestly really good.
Really nuts, yeah. There were some fun games. Packers lost to the Lions, but they were resting everybody, so I get it.
Chargers.
Side note: can we talk about how the Cowboys played all of their starters, and the Eagles were like, yeah, Darius Slay, none of the CBs are playing. Jalen Hurts isn't playing.
Well, didn't a bunch of people have COVID?
Sitting. Yo, yeah, like half our team caught COVID. But like, we put like when some people caught COVID, like Goddard and I think a couple of linemen caught COVID, and I think it's not Boston Scott, Jordan Howard had it, but a bunch of people had COVID. It was like role players. It wasn't like all starters. And then Nick Sirianni was like, rest everybody. Screw that. Nope. He pulled Slay, Maddox,
Jalen
McLeod.
Hurts play. Didn't Jason Kelce not play?
Kelce played the first snap because he had the starter streak to keep up.
Yeah.
He snapped the ball at the beginning of the game and left.
Right.
He was done after that. Which, respect to Sirianni for that. And then they gave Devontae Smith a couple catches. He needed a certain amount of yards to beat Deshaun Jackson's rookie record, and they gave him that and then sat him for the rest of the game pretty much. So, nice. And no one got injured, and Miles Sanders had like a fractured hand or some crap like 3 weeks ago, and he looks like he's playing this week. So,
okay, that's good.
Interesting. I'm pretty happy. The only person I'm like skeptical about is Josh Sweat. Looks like he has COVID. I think he's been on the injury report the last 2 days, and he's been tagged as an illness. So,
that's ominous.
I think he has COVID, and I'm scared.
Yeah,
he could play. They could report him as full practice like tomorrow. He could be fine. He could have like a fever or something and be fine tomorrow. But who knows? But we're here. I don't know. I think I organized it the same way. You should have the Eagles, Bucks, Niners, Cowboys, Cardinals, Rams, Steelers, Chiefs, Patriots, Bills, Raiders, Bengals in that order.
I do.
Awesome. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first and foremost, I'm going to do polls on Twitter because I love polls on Twitter. Saturday, you're going to see it. It's going to be the normal polls. I might do it on Friday.
Yeah, I like the polls. That was a good touch.
I think they were fun while we were gone. I enjoyed it. We got a lot of interaction. There was like 10 plus votes on every poll, which I thought was cool.
There you go.
So shout out to you guys for voting. And yeah, so without further ado, I think it's time to get into some predictions, and I think we might go a little in depth on some of these games. Obviously, my favorite teams in the playoffs. You know how I am about them.
Watching two of my least favorite teams be in the playoffs.
That's tough. But the Eagles are taking on Tom Brady once again. In the you're about to get blown out game because the Buccaneers and the Eagles, everyone expects the Buccaneers to win. I'm not even gonna cap.
Yeah,
the Buccaneers are. Everyone is voting Bucs.
Honestly, this is the second most one-sided game in Super Wildcard Weekend, and we both know the first.
I hate to tell you this. This is one.
This is two. Are you kidding me?
What's more lopsided?
The Chiefs are about to smack up the Steelers.
Yeah, I know. Never mind. You are correct.
This is
At least we're not the. I hope we're not the Steelers. But
this is too.
So this is where I'm gonna be. I'm picking the Eagles because I have to. It is my favorite team. We're in the playoffs. I have to assume we're gonna win a game, right? That's just my logic. But there is some actual logic behind this. Now, listen. We played the Buccaneers at the beginning of the year. I think it was like week 3 or 4. We lost 33-22 at home. We're on the road. Get it. Tampa Bay is no easy game. Antonio Brown is not burning us this game. When we played, the only person that beat us, and the reason we lost that game was because of Antonio Brown. We almost won that football game.
We haven't even talked about Antonio Brown on the podcast.
We haven't had a chance to.
Oh my God.
Antonio Brown burnt us on the last 2 or 3 plays of the game and caught some passes that no human should be catching. And we lost the football game. And now, we almost came back and won. And then they scored, and then things happen. They put it out of reach and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't matter. We lost by 1 touchdown. That's how I felt like we lost that game. That last touchdown was kind of like, the game was already over, consolation prize. Here you go, right? We being the Eagles, we were a very pass-heavy offense at the beginning. Nick Sirianni, very pass-heavy. That's why we lost a bunch of games. We started 2-5 for a reason. We are not pass-heavy anymore. We're very rush-heavy. We have Jordan Howard on the active roster now. We're not using Kenneth Gainwell anymore. Miles Sanders is active. He's not injured like he was. This team has transformed into an elite team. We didn't have Lane Johnson. Kelsey's fully healthy this time. We got our O-line is toughened up this season and has been staying very healthy. Our defense is playing elite. Did you know that Darius Slay held Mike Evans to 2 catches and like 15 yards the first time we played him. Mm-hmm. He mirrored him. There's no third option this time. You got Godwin. I mean, you got Gronk, right? You got like 5 options on that roster. Taking AB out helps the Eagles so much because Nelson's been playing well. Maddox has been playing insane. McLeod has been playing out of his God-given mind. Did you see that pick he got against Washington to close out the game? That was nuts. I'm sorry. That was a great interception. Darius Slay has been playing like big play Slay. What we expected to. This is Detroit Lion prime big play Slay, and he's playing it like it this season. Not last season Slay, this season Slay. Nelson's playing really well in the last few weeks. The pass rush is getting there. I think if we can control the clock, we have to put the ball in the end zone. Obviously, that's the name of the game. But it's going to be hard to stop I almost said the Patriots. The Buccaneers. It's going to be hard to stop them. Not saying it's going to be easy because it's not going to be easy. Mm-hmm. But this game is a lot closer than I think people want to give the Eagles credit for. Can we get blown out? Absolutely. It's Tom Brady. It's Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Godwin. That team's elite. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that. Okay? They're a really good football team. They're there for a reason. They're defending champions for a reason. Okay? They're a 2 seed. The Eagles aren't pushovers, though. If we can run the ball, control the clock, who knows? Miles Sanders might get his first touchdown of the year in playoffs.
That'd be nice.
Maybe 2. Maybe 3. Who knows? Feed the man. Jalen Hurts had a game where he ran for 3 touchdowns this year. I don't know what to expect from this team. What I can expect is we need to not throw the ball anywhere near Jalen Reagor this game unless it's 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Or he's wide the fuck open. Because he catches the wide open ones. He just drops the ones that he should, like, he drops the ones that in coverage that he should catch. Like, in his hands, just, we would have beat the Giants on the last second touchdown, but he caught it. It was in his hand, and as he was bringing it down, he popped it off his helmet, and it flew. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, Rager. So, yes, that is my prediction. I know that you're going to say the Bucs are going to win this game for obvious reasons. I understand why 99% of America, outside of the little city of Philadelphia, are picking the Buccaneers to win this football game. But I trust in my Eagles. I think they're a different team than they were the first time we played them, and we still put up 22 points. We on them the first time. We've been putting up like 40 points on people since then. Like 30, 40 points. So I'm going to leave it at that.
If I was a betting man, I'd take the Buccaneers. And I'm gonna.
With good reason. Like I'm not going to sit here and act like that's not the right pick. But I have to pick the Eagles.
There are 2 games this week that I'm like absolutely confident in. All the other 4, I'm like maybe
everything feels like a toss-up.
Or a little bit more of a toss-up. This is one of the games I'm extremely confident in. I think the Bucs will beat the Eagles.
If the Eagles win this game, I am gonna scream for 2 reasons. 1, we got to go to Green Bay. Then 2, I'm gonna be the hypest man on the planet. You guys are gonna see Twitter. You're gonna see me go ape on Twitter. Let me tell you. But yeah, okay. So, like I said, we're gonna have I think 3 differences this week, 3 or 4.
Okay.
Niners at Cowboys.
So this is a classic rivalry.
This is going to be a fun game.
This will be a good game because Jimmy G has honestly been really impressive the last, 2 weeks exactly.
With a torn ligament in his thumb, may I add.
Right.
I need to put that note in there because I've criticized Jimmy G every time I've talked about the Niners. Mm-hmm. Jimmy G is not he's one of the reasons they're winning. Like, their defense is playing good. Jimmy G is playing really good.
The Cowboys are very impressive last week against the Eagles B team. I mean, they put they put up 51 points on the Eagles practice squad.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes. Good for them. But I know the Cowboys are a talented team. They have a very talented offense, and they have a lot of good pieces on defense.
It just pissed me off because they were very, very. They played them. They were up like 3 touchdowns. They were still playing them at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I'm like, what are we looking for? I think they wanted Dak to break a record, but he had to throw for 5 touchdowns. I was like, okay. Fine, like, sure.
Yeah.
So I got less mad when I saw that. But I was mad because I was like, why are you guys playing your starters? You literally can't, nothing changes. Like, right. But yeah. So they put up like 51 on the B/C team.
Yeah, this is a close game. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I think they're the better team on the whole. Mm-hmm. I think the 49ers are a few pieces away. Because I don't think this is the same 49ers team that was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
No.
I think they have some good pieces, but something just irks me in the back of my mind. I think the Cowboys are the better team, and I think the Cowboys will win this game.
I think the Cowboys were put in a very unfortunate situation. They ended up grabbing the 3 seed because the Niners beat the Rams. In this scenario, in a different scenario, in a world where the Rams don't choke, they play the Saints, and I give them entirely the win. Now they're playing a Niners team that has momentum.
If the Cowboys played the Saints, the Cowboys win 150%.
Yeah, that's like the Eagles become less of a lopsided game against the Bucs because we become the 6th seed. Woo! We might not have to play the Bucs if the Saints or the Packers if the Saints upset. Woo!
Right.
But the Niners these last few weeks have proven why they deserve to be here. They're 10-7. Big wins down the stretch to get to this point. And I have to give the Niners their flowers. I also give the Cowboys their flowers, and I don't give them a lot. Dak has played immaculate. Zeke has played immaculate. Tony Pollard has played immaculate. Great game. Great season from them boys. Dan Quinn's probably gone. He's probably going to get a head coaching job. But he's done a great job with that defense. There's something that I did notice in this matchup, and that is specifically with the Deebo Samuel situation. I don't think the Cowboys are going to be able to stop Deebo. The problem I also face is I don't think the Cowboys are going to be stopped by the Niners defense. That offense is crazy right now. Like, Bosa might have to play the game of his life. Like, that defense is good, but it's like the Cowboys offense is playing out of their God-given mind right now.
Right.
If I were to go and put like a parlay on who would win all these games, probably slap the Cowboys on this list. I am, however, not going to pick the Cowboys because not at all because I'm biased, but mostly I really feel like Deebo has Deebo's been playing wild. I think he's going to play even more insane. He has like a passing touchdown, multiple rushing touchdowns, receiving touchdowns the last like 3 weeks. I'm like, what? Like what isn't he doing?
Right.
I don't think Cowboys are going to stop that. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, potentially. Could be a fun one. If it goes to a shootout, I think the Cowboys end up winning. But in this scenario, I'm going to go Niners. So
okay.
I'm feeling
that's the worst pick
San
in the
Fran.
world.
I'm feeling San Fran. Those are honestly, I don't know why. The NFC upsets, it's because of the Eagles. That one's biased as hell. That one's biased as all get out. I'm not gonna front.
I know. I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's extremely suspicious that you're picking the Eagles to win and the Cowboys to lose.
That one actually isn't as biased. I want you to know before I picked the Eagles game, I did look. I was like, dude, the Niners upsetting looks prime right now. They have so much momentum, and the Cowboys looked kind of weak the last few weeks. Yeah, okay, they smacked the Eagles. They smacked Washington.
They smacked the Eagles practice squad. Who cares?
Right, and they smacked Washington.
They were competitive against the good Cardinals team too.
Yeah, but they ended up losing though in a close game that they should have won, on my humble opinion.
I think they definitely the Cardinals have lost
threw away that game.
Way too many games in the last few weeks.
Yeah, they should have won that game. If the Cowboys win that game, I give them a little bit more benefit of the doubt, but they didn't. So, all right. Speaking of Cardinals at Rams.
Another rematch of the NFC West because it's about to happen when you have 1.5 million good NFC West teams.
Yeah, when 3 of you guys make the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean,
I predicted. Hey guys, how many NFC East teams made the playoffs?
2 of them. 2 of them did.
How many of them made the playoffs?
2 of them.
How many North teams?
1.
How many
North sucks.
How many South teams?
1, because the South also sucks.
NFC least my ass.
I predicted at the beginning of the year genuinely 4 NFC West teams because I thought you had a tier 1 team in the NFC East. I thought it was Washington, to be fair. I thought you had a tier 1 team in the South in the Bucs and a tier 1 team in the Packers, and everybody else in the NFC North, East, and South suck. Is what I thought at the beginning of the year.
We're here, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni to go.
Yeah. Because at the beginning of the year, I was like, if it's not all 4 teams in the West, it's like the Saints, maybe.
Right.
And to be fair,
and they almost made it.
It was the Saints, maybe.
It was the Saints, maybe. They literally
honestly,
missed barely.
Really, the biggest surprise team for me was the Eagles in the NFC. I didn't think the Eagles were really very good at all. I thought they were like a 5-win team max.
I'm so happy. You have no idea. Like, when we started the season, I was like, dang, I guess the rumors are true. We suck. And then we started winning, and I was like, yeah, okay. I get to be happy again.
See, I've known we sucked for the longest time. Did you know the Broncos
7-10 though is crazy?
Did you know the Broncos
I thought they were going to be
second longest playoff drought in the NFL right now?
Longest is like the Jets, right?
The Jets haven't been to the playoffs since 2010.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the Jets to be fair.
Yeah.
But the Broncos haven't been to the playoffs since 2015. They're the second longest.
Like
even the Jags have been to the playoffs. Even the Giants have been to the playoffs.
Well, the Jags almost went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl.
Historically terrible teams. The Lions have been to the playoffs more recently than the Broncos have.
Well, I mean, to be fair, wasn't that like...
That was a Matt Stafford, they squeaked a wild card game, but yeah, but...
I was like Matt Stafford being like a god for no reason.
Yeah, the Broncos haven't been to the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. I think they're going to be fine. Listen, I have a hope for... We'll talk about it later, obviously, because when we bring up like draft stuff, the Broncos are, in my humble opinion, the most favorable position for a head coach. They have an elite defense, like a really, really good defense. I swear to God, you guys literally just need a quarterback. If you have a quarterback and it stays healthy
6 years
for 17 games, if you have a quarterback, that team is a playoff team. Like a 9-8, 10-7 type of team. Maybe better, depending on the pieces they put.
We need an 8-talent quarterback. Vic Fangio said it best in his way out the door. The Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs have tier A quarterbacks. You can't compete against Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Carr with fucking the AFC West when our quarterback is the worst one objectively, and has been all 10 of them that have started since Peyton Manning.
Yeah, agreed. Can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. Anyways, Cardinals-Rams. I'm very skeptical of the Cardinals, honestly, at this point. They've lost like 4 of the last 5 or something like that.
Oh, I've been skeptical since they started losing games. Like their second loss, I was like, yeah, the Cardinals aren't that good anymore.
I think people figured out the Cardinals, honestly.
They figured out how to D up Kyler Murray.
They figured out how to D up Cliff Kingsbury because he's not an elite coach. And you can't convince me otherwise.
No,
did you know
I'm with you
that
now.
The single worst coaching decision, I'm not going to go there.
No, ever since the incident, I've been on your side now.
Ever since I told you about how ridiculous that decision was?
Yeah, after you said that and pointed it out, I was like, dang.
Cliff Kingsbury is the 4th best coach in the NFC West. And Pete Carroll could get fired. And I still think Cliff Kingsbury is worse.
Pete Carroll's a stud. He also dealt with not freaking Russell Wilson for like 6 games or something like that. And they still went 7-10.
I like Pete Carroll. He won a Super Bowl. He's been to 2 Super Bowls now.
Yeah, outside of maybe the second.
The Seahawks were a perennial playoff threat for a long period of time.
Oh, yeah.
And Cliff Kingsbury is somehow worse, in my opinion. So, I mean, I don't really trust the Rams at this point either. I think they're too hot and cold.
I trust the Rams.
I think they're too hot and cold. It seems like the last few weeks, Matt Stafford's been more mistake-prone.
Yes.
Honestly, you want my opinion, the turning point is getting OBJ. Teams are worse.
Did you see they signed Eric Weddle?
I did see that.
Did you see my tweet?
Yeah, the Thanos thing. They're just assembling Infinity Stones at this point. Honestly,
I was like, Jesus Christ.
They're
the Lakers of the NFL.
Opinion. I don't know if I know I've said this to lots of people, so I don't know if I've said it on the podcast. I think teams are worse when OBJ is on them.
Yeah, you said that multiple times in the podcast.
Yeah, and that's what makes me skeptical of the Rams. Honestly, I think he's that polarizing to me, which is crazy.
I want the Cardinals to pull out the upset. You want my from a emotional standpoint? I want the Cardinals to pull out an upset. I have the Rams winning this football game though, because they have the home game.
Gosh,
it's so good. It's gonna be such a good game
too.
It's gonna be such a good game.
So bad.
I've been picking upset central. I can't pick 6 upsets, dude. I can't do it. I can't pick all the NFC. I can't pick all the home teams to lose in the NFC. That's just not logical. And I can't willingly pick the Buccaneers, even though I know they're going to win this football game. You know?
I want to pick the Cardinals so bad.
Mm-hmm. But you're in the same boat I am, right? Like, you want the Cardinals to win. Like, mentally you feel it. D-Hop is, like, unguardable. But, like, Jalen Ramsey's a stud. Aaron Donald's a stud. The Rams have a team Sean McVay in the playoffs is a freaking wizard.
I don't trust the Rams, but I don't trust the Cardinals more. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
That's my mindset. Exactly. Like,
I don't think the Rams are going to go far, unfortunately.
We're gonna have Rams be in my mindset.
My preseason playoff prediction was Chiefs Rams. So
my next round would be Niners Rams. Just want to throw that out there.
Jesus.
Dog, the Rams have to go through the NFC West gauntlet in order to win the playoffs.
Yeah. So
hey, it's either Niners Rams or Niners Cardinals. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
the gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think.
Agreed. Steelers Chiefs. This is a no-brainer. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
This is just. I'm not even gonna.
The Steelers.
I'm not gonna entertain this.
The Steelers earned a
Big
playoff
Ben
spot,
is
sure,
fun,
but they're easily.
Have you seen it?
Big Ben said it best. Of all the 14 teams in the playoff, the Steelers are 14.
Yeah, and he's like, we're just gonna go out there and have fun, and I respect the hell.
Yeah, I respect the grind. I mean, it's a good season. It's a good farewell season for Roethlisberger.
If the Steelers win this gosh dang game, Patrick Mahomes is gonna get bashed on national television.
I might cry.
Yeah.
I've only seen this raw strength once before, and it was when the Titans upset the Patriots.
Yeah,
that 1 year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was the first.
That was Brady's last season.
Yeah, Brady's last season in New England.
All right. Speaking of New England.
Yeah, we have Patriots
and
Bills.
Oh, man.
We had a year off. We had a year off of Patriotless playoffs.
And they're back to play the freaking Bills in the first round.
Yep, an AFC East.
These have been arguably the most fun game. Some of the most fun games in the NFC East were this matchup. Bills got the home game. What's the weather like in Buffalo?
It's cold.
Yeah, I mean, but like, is it blizzarding? That determines whether I pick the Patriots or not.
I don't know. When do they play? Sunday?
When do they play? Buffalo.
No, they're Saturday night.
Bills. They're the Saturday night game.
So
it's supposed to be a blizzard this weekend.
Buffalo weather.
Saturday.
Forecast.
Buffalo weather Saturday. 11 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, doesn't look like it's rainy, but it's going to be
okay,
windy.
hold on. They're in Orchard Park.
Okay.
Is where the stadium is. I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
Park weather. It's the same. Actually, it's
less literally windy. The same thing.
It's less windy, as a matter of fact. I'm going Bills. Josh Allen can air that puppy out to Stephon Diggs all day.
Listen, dude, it's
going to be a good game.
It's going to be a game. And this is playoff Bills.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say Bills? I meant Bill. I'm going with the Patriots.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I see what you did there.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah. See what you did there,
I'm going with playoff P. Playoff Patriots.
Okay.
This is Bill Belichick. I think because you want me to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the last game, I'm not going to willingly pick the Raiders to win a playoff game. I'm sorry. And you mean to tell me that I picked all 6 home teams to win in the playoffs?
Understandable.
That doesn't happen. I have to sneak one upset in here, and I think this is the upset I'm the most confident in. I think
that's actually an upset. I think that's the most realistic upset.
Yeah. So
that one or the Cardinals. Either one of those.
Either one of those. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots to upset.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think the Raiders can pull out an upset because of the Bengals' lack of experience.
I think they can, and I hope they don't.
I don't think they will. I'm with you. I'm riding the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase train right now.
Yes.
I'm riding that.
So yeah,
I am in it. Jamar Chase also, to me, now for sure, to me,
Rookie of the Year.
He should be the offensive Rookie of the Year, no questions asked. Mac Jones, yes. I get it.
Fuck Mac Jones.
But like Jamar Chase first. Like I'm feeling it after this season. Absolutely.
You want my honest opinion?
He won a division.
Who's the offensive Rookie of the Year? You know who's the offensive Rookie of the Year in my opinion, but they're never going to give it to him.
What, the Chiefs center?
My boy Creed Humphrey.
The Chiefs center?
The Chiefs center. He's nuts.
Elite. He's the best center in the league.
He's
like ratings.
Elite. But they're not going to give offensive Rookie of the Year to an offensive lineman. God forbid.
Why would they? Anyway.
There'll be a cold day in hell the day that happens.
I have to leave because I have a scrim in like 20 seconds. So
Raiders, Bengals.
I'm going Bengals. Absolutely. I'm riding the Bengal train. I'm riding the Joe Burrow. Titans, Packers, gone. They're first seed. They're in the next round. They're waiting for their opponent.
Okay, right here, right now, with just 14 teams left, give me your give me your Super Bowl favorite prediction. Give me your Super Bowl dark horse prediction.
Okay, Super Bowl favorites. Packers versus Titans. Not capping. Okay, that is gonna be fun. If the Titans stay healthy, fun game. Going Packers to win it all again. Still.
Okay.
Dark horse. Bengals. Okay. And then because of how well teams need to run the ball in the playoffs, typically against certain teams, I kind of want to go Niners as my other dark horse.
I thought you were about to tell me the Eagles. I'm not gonna lie.
I really want to go Niners because how they run screens and then they do it. That would be fun.
That'd be interesting. That's a Super Bowl rematch, I think, from like the 80s. Like Joe Montana
that or the Cardinals. I don't think the Eagles get past the Packers because no matter what the situation is, we have to play the Packers. And I don't think we win a game in Lambeau. That's just not happening.
Okay, Super Bowl favorite. I'm going to go Chiefs-Packers.
I'm letting you know now, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, my first 3 children are named Jalen.
All 3 of them?
Yeah, all 3 of them.
I'm going to go Chiefs-Packers.
Jalen Miles Jalen, actually. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go Chiefs-Packers. Packers to beat the Chiefs is my favorite Super Bowl.
Okay.
Dark horse Super Bowl. I'm going to go Bengals, Cowboys. It's a dark horse.
Bengals, Cowboys?
Bengals, Cowboys. That's my dark horse Super Bowl.
That's interesting. I mean, I can see the Cowboys. I don't want it. I'll cry.
You want me to be honest?
I'll be disappointed.
Dream Super Bowl?
Dude, Dream Super Bowl?
I don't even know. God,
I predicted Packers Bills at the beginning of the year. If it's Packers Bills, I will feel like an elite man. Okay.
I think my favorite Super Bowl matchup might be Bills Cowboys, which is weird.
Don't say things like that.
Listen, I would love.
You know what would?
I
would
like
suck.
You
know, it'd be the worst Super Bowl.
Go to the Super Bowl, like Dak Prescott.
You know, it'd be the worst Super Bowl matchup for this podcast. Raiders Cowboys.
God, I know. Please don't even will that into existence.
We would both commit suicide on site. Like we would. It would be over for both of us.
Please don't even will that into existence. Like I don't want to have to pull for the Cowboys. You don't want to have to pull for the Raiders.
I don't have to pull for the Raiders. Granted, they're from Vegas, so I get a benefit of the doubt, right?
That. Like, God, that's the darkest timeline. Is Raiders
That'd be
Cowboys.
terrible. We'd literally be in the dark times. I wish that I'd get the Infinity Stones.
We'd have to do like a Super Bowl watch podcast and just be like, come join us in our misery.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that is it from us. Fly Eagles fly. We're all doing it. Come on, cheer for them. Let them. If they beat the Bucks, man. If
they beat the Bucks, I'm riding the Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl.
Eagles win the Super Bowl. Let me say it. If they
beat the Bucks, I'm riding the Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl. They're going to
beat the Packers. If we beat the Bucks, dude, if we beat the Packers, I'd cry.
They're going to beat the Doesn't Matters. They're going to the Super Bowl if they beat the Bucks.
Listen, ultimate scenario.
Before, and I didn't fear it then. I fear it now.
We've seen this before. Lane Johnson tweeted out the picture of him with the dog mask on, and I was like, "Oh God, it's happening! It's
happening! Oh God!"
But thank you guys so much for watching this week of the podcast. We'll catch you guys all next week with the divisional round of the playoffs as the Eagles take on the Packers. Hopefully, see you guys then. Can't wait. NFL playoffs. I'm excited. You're excited. I know Eric's excited, even though his team's not there because he loves football. Catch you guys all next time. Peace.
See ya.